What's going on, guys? Twinstinct here and welcome back to another video. Season 8 is coming to a close. We're going to be jumping right into Season 9 soon, so I thought I'd bring you my top 3 teams for Great League Season 9. So the first team is a team from a member of the community, Ray Santiago, a good friend of mine. I did ask his opinion. He's a veteran battler of the last 2 seasons, so I did ask his opinion, a team for this video. So he's given out the first team, one of his top performing teams in Great League. So the first team is Ray Santiago's team. Check his YouTube out, MG's Warrior. He is a great battler and you can learn some stuff from watching his channel. So I hope everyone's achieved what they wanted to in Season 8 and are looking to improve even more in Season 9. Hopefully these teams there'll be something in here for everybody. There's a few cheaper options in here and then a few more expensive ones involving XL Pokemon. But as always, please do smash that subscribe button if you're enjoying my content and you're getting some help from my videos. That would really mean the world to me. Stick a like on the video, because why not? And let's jump straight into it. Okay everyone, moving over to the rankings on PvPoke. Let's start running through our first team. So the first member of this team is going to be Skarmory. Air Slash, Brave Bird, Sky Attack you want on there. You'll get wins against Medicham, Altaria, Shadow Nidoqueen, Sableye and Alolan Ninetales. You will lose to Azumarill, Galarian Stunfisk, Umbreon, Jellicent and Swampert. As you can see there, Skarmory is a very good closer, so you could utilise it there if you did wish to. So many resistances as we all know, so it's a very good lead as well. Moving on to the second member of this team then, we're going to look at Umbreon. Snarl, Foul Play and Last Resort you want on there. We're going to get wins against Skarmory, Altaria, Swampert, Jellicent and Hypno. You'll lose to Galarian Stunfisk, Azumarill, Medicham, Bastiodon and Politoed. So for the final member of this team then, we're going to want something that can counter what the other teams couldn't, and you're going to go for Toxicroak. Counter Mud Bomb and Sludge Bomb. Get wins against Galarian Stunfisk, Bastiodon, Umbreon, Scrafty and Nidoqueen. You will lose to Azumarill, Medicham, Altaria, Skarmory and Politoed. Thing is though, if you land a Sludge Bomb and Azumarill, that is going to do a lot of damage. And again, quite a few resistances on there. Just have to watch out for those Psychic types. So for our first team then, we've got Skarmory, Umbreon and Toxicroak. Moving on to our second team then, the first Pokemon we're going to talk about is Galarian Stunfisk. Mudshot, Rock Slide and Earthquake, we all know what it's all about. Key wins against Bastiodon, Skarmory, Altaria, Shadow Nidoqueen and Umbreon. You will lose to Medicham, Azumarill, Swampert, Sableye and Scrafty. As we all know, the stats on Stunfisk are absolutely insane. You can utilise it anywhere in your team. That's why it's such a good Pokemon to have. And yeah, so many resistances. For the second member of this team then, we're going to look at Altaria. Dragon Breath, Sky Attack and Moonblast you want on there. You're going to get key wins against Medicham, Scrafty, Swampert, Politoed and Sableye. You will lose to Galarian Stunfisk, Skarmory, Azumarill, Umbreon, Shadow Nidoqueen. As you can see there, very consistent, insane closer, very good lead. Does lose to some of the top meta threats though, so not the best, but if you catch it against the right thing, it really does put some damage down with that Dragon Breath. Good resistances as well, but double weak to Ice, double weak to Fairy, so doesn't want to see Azumarill really. Doesn't really want to see Stunfisk. Moving on to the last member of this team then, we are going to go for Deoxys Defense. With Counter, Psycho Boost and Thunderbolt on there. You will get wins against Galarian Stunfisk, Medicham, Skarmory, Bastiodon and Scrafty. You will lose to Azumarill, Altaria, Umbreon, Swampert and Alolan Ninetales. Insane closer, insanely consistent, just what we need, very bulky. So just to round that team off then, we've got Galarian Stunfisk, Altaria and Deoxys Defense. Very bulky team. So to kick off our third team then guys, we're going to go for Medicham. Medicham, absolute beast. Number 1. We're going to go for Counter, Ice Punch and Psychic on there. You will get wins against Galarian Stunfisk, Azumarill, Bastiodon, Scrafty and Swampert. You will lose to Skarmory, Altaria, Shadow Nidoqueen, Sableye and Alolan Ninetales. As you can see there, performance stats absolutely insane. One of the best leads in the Great League for sure. For the second member of this team then, we're going to go for Mandibuzz. So Snarl, Foul Play and Aerial Ace on there. You'll get wins against Skarmory, Jellicent, Swampert, Sableye and Hypno. You will lose to Medicham, Galarian Stunfisk, Azumarill, Altaria and Umbreon. Again, on the performance stats, very consistent, pretty good stats all round, and a nice number of resistances there also. For the third and final member of this team then, we're going to go for Empoleon. Waterfall, Hydro Cannon, Drill Peck. You'll get wins against Skarmory, Bastiodon, Shadow Nidoqueen, Swampert and Alolan Ninetales. You will lose to Azumarill, Galarian Stunfisk, Medicham, Altaria and Umbreon. Incredibly consistent, Empoleon's quite a beast, quite a wild card pick. Does have massive resistances, which always helps out. Okay everyone, jumping straight over to the team builder now then to get a deep dive into these three teams. First team, Umbreon, Skarmory, Toxicroak. Now on paper, this team isn't looking the best, with a B for coverage, B for bulk, C for safety and a B for consistency. But if we move on down, Ray's team does actually have really good coverage for the meta. So you've got something that beat Medicham, Stunfisk, Azumarill, Jellicent, Altaria, Bastiodon, Registeel, Cresselia. It's not a bad team. It's got plenty of coverage there, and the potential threats, there's only 5 that you don't have an answer to. So in all fairness, I'm actually pretty impressed with this team. So our second team then, of Deoxys, Defense, Altaria and Galarian Stunfisk. We've got B for coverage, A for bulk, B for safety and B for consistency, so you can outbulk your opponents quite nicely with this team. As you can see there, it does struggle against Galarian Stunfisk and Azumarill, but if you run Thunderbolt on your Deoxys, you have more play against Azumarill. And then there's only 3 potential threats to this team, being Azumarill, Wishcash and Galarian Stunfisk, that you won't have an answer to. So the coverage on this team again is very, very handy. Okay then everyone, so for our third and final team, Empoleon, Mandibuzz and Medicham. We've got a B for coverage, A for bulk, B for safety and an A for consistency. So across the board, this looks like the best team to go for. Only Medicham is going to give this team some problems. You have good answers for the rest of the meta. And again, you only have 4 potential threats that you won't have as much of an answer to, being Altaria, Zebstrika, which I don't think I've ever seen, Alolan Raichu, which is very rare. So only really Altaria and Medicham you're going to have to worry about there. And obviously things like Ice Punch on Medicham is going to hit Altaria for super effective. So all 3 of these teams don't have too many potential threats and can do well against your opponents with the sheer bulk of these teams. So please do give these a try if you're looking for a strong team and are not really sure what to start off Season 9 strongly with. These will definitely help you out. So as always guys, thank you so much for coming to check out the content today. That is it from me. I hope you start Season 9 strongly with one of these teams or another team. There's so many strong ones out there from other content creators. Please do consider smashing that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying my content. That'd really mean the world to me. Stick a like on my video, because why not? And I'll see you in the next one.